So I have been, sorry about the bare face, I have been trialling the new foundation to be added to Max Factor's range, and it is the Miracle Match Blur and Nourish foundation. I have two shades. Now I will say something, I'm out of breath, what's that about? I will say something, I haven't tried number 50 Natural. I've been using, as you can see, quite a distinct difference. I've been using this one, which is Light Ivory 40. So I don't know about this one, but the same formula. I just don't know about the shade. So I thought I'd come on and put it on and tell you what I think and what I've been thinking about it for the last 6 weeks. So first of all, I've been using a couple of different primers, but I always go back to this one, and it's the Rodial Instaglam Airbrush Primer, Complexion Perfector and Makeup Fixer. And it is like a silicone-y type thing. Now I'm not saying you have to use this because this is very expensive. And I'm not saying that this foundation is made 27 times better by using an expensive primer. It's just, I just have it and I don't want it to go off. And it is a nice primer. On its own, it's a very nice primer. It does make your makeup look a little bit dewier, I'd say. And it does make it stay in a funny way. But you don't have to use this in order for the Max Factor foundation to look lovely. It looks lovely anyway, the foundation. So, enough blabbing. I'm going to take a little bit of the primer. You don't need too much of this, which is good, really. You don't want to be buying too many of these, I don't think, in a year. I didn't buy this, this was sent to me, so it's I'm kind of unbiased, really, because it's not like I spent a load of money on it, and I'm like, oh, it's brilliant. It is a nice primer. It's a very nice primer. Okay, so, as I said, this is the Blur and Nourish foundation, Get Beyond Shade Matching, contains blurring and hydrating ingredients. This is very, very nice. As you can see when I'm going to put it on, I'll just put it on, shall I? Looks like this. It is quite thick. That's the thing. It kind of surprised me, actually, because the nourishing thing, I thought, oh, it's going to be, kind of thin. But it's actually really quite thick, which I like. I do like that. You don't need too much of it. I will put some more on than I usually do, just so you guys can kind of see, because otherwise it's a bit pointless. But I like it. I think it's a lovely foundation. I believe it's about £11, £12, I think. And then I'm going to blend it in with one of the Use Spicy little brushes. I like these. You can get these on Amazon. They're really nice. I've done a video on them, and they're linked down below anyway. So you just kind of buff this in. The shade is kind of pale, however I like that because it means I don't have to do too much bronzing or too much bronzing on my neck or anything. It's kind of my skin colour, which I know people will be like, oh, you're supposed to get one that's a little bit darker, but I think for this time of year it's it's perfect. It's very, very nice. Obviously, you'd want to go a shade up, a couple of shades up in the summer. I mean, I say obviously because I don't tan, but if I do a fake tan or whatever, on the rare occasion, then you would want to go up a shade. But other than that, I like the shade. I think it's nice, and it's nice that they've come out with a really pale shade, because most foundation lines suffer from not having a really pale one and not having a really dark one. I don't know whether there is a really dark shade, or darker shade I should say, in the Miracle Match line. I have to go and have a look. I think there must be. I don't know. I have to say, I think this is my third time kind of trialling out a Max Factor foundation ever. And I really like the foundations. They're just, they're kind of, Max Factor have kind of become the mascara and foundation people, haven't they? So okay, so as you can see, that is what that looks like. It is a lovely match. Foundation all over my lips, which makes me look dead. So that is what that looks like on. It's kind of a little bit tacky when you first put it on, you first blend it in. It does set, but it doesn't set to the point where it's like, double wear, Estee Lauder double wear set. It does remind me a little bit of Estee Lauder double wear. I haven't used it for years and years, but if memory serves me right, it kind of does remind me of that. I don't know what it is. I think it must be the texture. It covers very, very well. You could obviously use more to cover up more area, but I do have some redness on my chin. It might show up a little bit more red on the camera. It's only a little bit red around my chin, and it's covered that. I just think it's lovely. I think it's really, really nice. It does stay the course. This foundation lasts very, very well throughout the day. As I said, I've been trying it for 6 weeks, so I've pretty much got a handle on it. I think it's probably for someone, if you like a light coverage, then this foundation is just not for you. You won't like this because the feel of it on the skin, you can definitely feel it when you first put it on. So if you're kind of like a tinted moisturiser person, no, you won't click this. But if you like your kind of medium coverage foundations, I wouldn't say it's full coverage. No. If you like your medium coverage foundations, then you will love this. I think it's gorgeous. It's really nice. As I said, I haven't tried the shade 50 Natural yet. I haven't done that. I've just been using this one. And pretty much, I've got a huge amount of foundations, and I've been reaching for this one all the time. Especially when I get ready in the morning, because, as I said, I don't have to, with my other foundations, they're kind of different shades and whatever, so I have to bronze up my neck and whatnot. I tend to do that anyway, but not as much with this foundation and this shade, because it's lovely. It's got a lock on the cap, so that's locked now, so that's good for travel. I like it. I think it's really nice. The hydrating thing, I guess I see where they're coming from, because it's not like a mask, so it does feel a little bit hydrating. I see what they mean. It's kind of, the texture's kind of a hydrating texture, but it's not greasy. I don't look at myself, you know, like 4 hours after putting it on and go, oh god, you know. It works really well with the powders that I use. I tend to use the Glow Minerals Invisible, what is it? Transparent HD powder. I tend to use that. You can use kind of like a tinted powder with it. I've been doing that as well. I have a corn silk one that I use as well. So it just depends what you want to use with it. You can do that. But I've been using a transparent one, translucent rather. And that works perfectly with it. I haven't had any trouble with it kind of, it doesn't flake. You know, you kind of get bits. It doesn't ball up around dry bits of skin is what I'm trying to say, which is nice, especially for this time of year. So yeah, it really does. It really lasts. It just looks lovely. I know you can't tell, can you, really, because I don't have the rest of my makeup on. But if you've been looking at any of my kind of videos over the last 6 weeks, I've probably been wearing this. So it's a lovely foundation. So that's that. I would recommend that. Max Factor Miracle Match. It's lovely. It's just a lovely foundation. If you're looking for a new foundation, I would definitely recommend that. And also, you know, I know a lot of people don't wear foundation during the day, but they like to put it on if they go out at night. I wear foundation every day, so. But, oh, this is annoying. But if you are one of those people that likes to just wear it in the evening, this is a lovely evening foundation, I'd imagine, because it's got like a nice glow to it, but it's not shiny. You see what I mean? Do you see what I mean? It's got like a, yeah, there we go. It's got a nice glow to it. So yes, 10 out of 10. I think it's wonderful. That's the Max Factor Miracle Match. Go get it if you're looking for a new foundation. It's well worth the money. So I hope you enjoyed that, guys. I hope it was helpful, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.